another video, where my tool go, of my oil catch can. I'm just checking the regular intervals on that. I've been tuned now about 1,000 miles. I got tuned with approximately 3,000 miles on the car, and now I've got just short of 4,000 miles. So I'm going to take this off and we're going to look at what the contents of the can are with being tuned now and increased boost levels. I mean, I haven't been driving the car crazy, but I've been getting on it from time to time and having fun with it. So if it was a drag strip month long or year long, going to the drag strip every couple of weeks, then I'm sure it would be compounded the amount in there. So we'll just take a look at this. Also too, I want to pull off my passenger side CCV crankcase vent hose and stick a Q-tip down in there, pull that out, and see if I can detect oil being sent through that crankcase vent on that side. I don't know exactly where it is on this side, but I'm going to do that one first, and I might do that one during this video, but we're going to check this one here first. Check my catch can content. Not a whole lot. Let me get a jar if you can see in there. I mean, it's a fair amount of oil in there. You definitely wouldn't want that going on your intake valves. All right, I got that catch can draining into a little glass bottle. I'll get to that in just a second. Pull this cover off. See if I can get to this hose, the crankcase vent on this side. Get this off. Oh, and it comes off really easy. Okay. Ooh, I was thinking it was going to be really tough. Let me go get inside, get a Q-tip. Okay, now I got a Q-tip. Get a light. I don't think I see any. Let's see. I'm gonna have to stick this down as far as I can because the nipple coming out of the valve cover, or the cylinder head there is actually pretty long. So let's just swap this around in there. Drop it, or I'll be screwed up. Take out take this intake out. That's a pain in the ass. I mean, the best thing to do would be able to pull that out, pull all this out and get to that boot and go in there and there's just dirt around the hose. I don't know, we'll see if we can see this. Let me get on the other side of the camera and zoom in on this. That's just dirt you know, the rubber compound is kind of, if you wipe a rubber hose with a white clean cloth, you'd get a little bit of that black rubber material on it. Oh, sorry, too close. I mean, there is a faint, I mean, there might be a faint, just a little bit. I don't know if I can determine if that is oil. I mean, it's... just getting black stuff on my hands from just touching the rubber hoses. The only really good way of determining that is to take out this air box and go down there and pull that hose from the attaching of the what do they call that? The coupler, the air box coupler, that the lower coupler that attaches to, I guess, the turbo. I may do that. It may just be interesting enough to do. Okay, well, I think I might try that. Right here we can see my AMS intakes right here. I'm going to go ahead and just pull this one out. I don't know, I think this one is easier to put in than that one. Go ahead and just pull this one out and get down to that, to the point where that the hose right here that comes out of the crankcase vent on the passenger side, where it goes down and runs in and dumps into the coupler down there at the bottom right in front of the turbo. Kind of eager to see, you know, if it's with added boost, you know, from the tune, if it's producing oil or sending oil through that hose. I don't think that'd be be real happy with that, knowing that, you know, even a small amount of oil vapor was going into the turbo, even though it's, you know, that portion is sealed and it's not going to hurt the spinning wheel of the turbo. You know, and then that will get taken up into the intake, you know, and through the throttle body. I just, even a small amount, I really wouldn't be happy with. So I'm going to try to figure this out. Hope I don't let a bunch of dirt in here. Let's pull this off. Alright. Let me get my screwdriver and take the hose fitting off without dropping anything in there. Unscrewed it too much. There's my hose clamp. Forget putting that back on. Screwdriver, better put that on my tray. Go ahead and pull the whole thing out. Well, I guess I didn't need to take that off. I don't see any oil residue on that. So as far as, I'm going to look at it a little bit more while I'm not worried about the camera, and go in there in a little bit better light and make sure I'm not seeing any oil residue on that, because sometimes it's hard outside in this bright light to see. Let me take a clean cloth. This is a white cloth, a cream cloth. My hands are getting it more dirty than getting behind the camera. This is kind of dirty right around in here, so it's going to probably scrape there too, but if I take that in there, I'm not getting any oil residue. Now if I take it right there, it's going to get a little gray. Oh shit, sorry, I'm not putting it in the video. I mean, I even inserted into that little rubber spot, and it gave me a little circle. I'm sticking my finger down into that hole. I don't know if you can see that right there where my thumb is. There might be the smallest amount of oil coming out of that. Okay, well that came off pretty easy. This is not super clean now, but I remember I put a little oil on this, to squeeze the hose on better. I mean, there may be just a small amount. And again, that just getting them from my fingertips on my fingers and touching this rubber. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know if that's worth spending another $200 for a different catch can, or what. I would say no, it's not. But I'm gonna clean these up and reinsert them back on the car. There's just a little dust around these areas, and I don't want that to get back in. So I guess, let me get the catch can, and we'll check how much fluid was in the catch can for about 980 miles. Okay, so here's the catch can contents, about 980 miles. Not a lot, but that's good because I don't want there to be a whole lot in excess, because that could be troubling in its own sense. But yeah, and then the oil catch can whole container in there is covered in just the residue that's not going to be able to get into the jar. So there's actually, a little bit more, but it's just, I'm gonna have to wipe that out. But yeah, so that would go on to the backside of the intake valves, and that was just about 980 miles. So, but yeah, hopefully this video, I don't have a whole lot of viewers, but people that tune into this will see, and that are searching this on YouTube will see my video. As you see here on the rag, there's a lot more oil residue. That's it. I'm gonna put this intake back on and secure all those up, and that's it for the video. So Like and subscribe if you want to, and hopefully you'll see other videos I make here in the future from time to time, just on covering all kinds of subjects on this car. Okay, thanks for tuning in.